Welcome everybody. Opening day of the 2020 NAIA baseball season for your OLLU Saints. Saints going to start things off tough as they take on the third-ranked team of the country, the Drovers out of the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma, out of Chickasha, Oklahoma. Saints coming off their best season ever a year ago, 31-24. Saints finished off, and they were semifinalists in the Red River Athletic Conference postseason baseball tournament, as they were picked to finish third in the conference this year behind both Louisiana schools, LSU Shreveport and LSU Alexandria. As LSU Alexandria, the team the Saints knocked off and advanced to the semifinals a year ago. As Logan Garza will be on the mound to start for the Saints here against USAO. As Logan Garza coming away after a year ago, as he was 2 years ago, as he came in, as he was a relief pitcher coming in, kind of put the games away for the Saints. Last year came in as a starter, finished the season 17-3 in 14 games. All 14 started at 3.21 earned run average and 81 and a third innings pitched. Gave up 66 hits, 34 runs, struck out 101 a season ago. So we're ready to start here against USAO. As the leadoff hitter, first pitch is a strike to Isaac Robb. So Isaac Robb, Ian Loreno, and Christian LeBoy. So second pitch coming in there for a ball. It's going to be right to the mound, back over to Logan Garza, but over to Mitchell at first, and one away. And that so Ian Lorano, the center fielder, to the plate here with one out here in the top half of the first inning. That's going to be inside ball, and the count 1-0. So one ball, no strikes. And that's going to be up and in a bit from Garza. Garza a little off so far here in this one. And a swing and a miss there. Garza team high at 101 strikeouts last season. Swing and a miss there. The count evens at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Top half of the first inning. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And 2 down now. So Christian LeBoy now to the plate. First base for the Drovers. Boy, a senior out of Puerto Rico. Sends that one off foul. And 0-1 the count. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here, top of the first inning. Logan Garza here. The 0-1 pitch. Just a little low. And the count will even up at 1-1. Saints 31 wins last year, 31-24. And had a nice run in the postseason, where the season came to an end for the semifinals. The ball there. So 2 balls and 1 strike now. And then that run was an upset of knocking out Louisiana State, University of Alexandria. That fouled away. The count 2 balls, 2 strikes. So best record the team has had, and first they advanced in the conference tournament as well. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch Bouncer up there, slow roller to Garza. Turns around over the first, and that'll do it. 3 away. 3 up, 3 down, they go. Bottom half of the first. Saints get their first at bat of the 2020 season. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. And welcome back. Bottom half of the first inning.
For the Saints.
That's Matt Mahalov. To lead things off for the Saints here, it's Mahalov, Jose Diaz, and Rolo Robert Lopez. Due up here in this bottom half of the first inning. Matt Mahalov, a .293 hitter last season. 12 RBIs and 99 at-bats for the Saints. Nice turnaround season for him. As a great freshman year for Mahalov. And then the sophomore year kind of went into a rough patch there. And really began to turn things around last season. So 2 balls, no strikes. And that's going to be up and away, 3-0. So 3-0. Probably going to watch this one. And ball 4. That's Matt Mahalov, first batter of the year, and the first to reach base this year, as he will walk on 4 pitches. And that'll bring up Jose Diaz to the plate. With a runner aboard.
The center fielder, number 13, Jose Diaz.
So Diaz, a breakout season a year ago, 298 for the Saints. 5 home runs, 37 RBIs, 181 at-bats for Diaz. Looks at the first pitch, low for a ball. So Merrill, a little difficulty finding the plate early on. 5 pitches thrown, 5 balls for Merrill. Matt Merrill, the sophomore out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. The 1-0 pitch here. And that's going to be fouled away. And the first strike will be a foul off down the right field side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out and a runner at first. Bottom half of the first inning. Opening day here at Missions Baseball Academy. 2020 Saints season. Some big expectations for the team after a strong season a year ago. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch here from Merrill. And swing and a miss. So he went for one up around letter high. So the count will go to 1-2 on Diaz. So Jose Diaz, senior out of Pinar del Rio, Cuba. With a 1-2 pitch. Fouled away, and the count stays 1-2. It's Matt Mahalov with a big lead off of first base. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the runner goes off the plate, throw over to second, not in time, and Matt Mahalov will advance to second. So runner at second now. Nobody out, and the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes as Diaz there, as Matt Mahalov picks up his first steal of the season. That's a 2-2 pitch coming here from Merrill. That's a grounder. Just past the reach there of Henderson, and Mahalov as it goes shallow in the left, so Mahalov will advance to third base. Diaz will be at first, and runners on the corners now with nobody out as the Saints threatening to get on the board here early against the number 3 team in the country. So that's going to bring up Rolo to the plate. So Robert Lopez to the plate. 238 a year ago. 12 RBIs. As the pitch now low for a ball, 1-0 the count. So Jose Diaz over at first base, a threat to steal. Led the team in that category a year ago. Or actually strike 0-1 the count. And the runner goes, and that's a hit and run over to short, tries to get over. They're going to call him Saints. And over home, the score is overthrow. And so the runner is safe at third, so everyone's safe. Run scores. Okay, so
1 in, 2 on, nobody out. For the first baseman and cleanup hitter, number 23, Jacob Mitchell.
So now they're gonna say they called Diaz out at second because he was safe by about. It looked to be safe at second, but Diaz is going to be out, so 1 away. So Jacob Mitchell is coming up to the plate. Runner at first. As Jacob Mitchell now to the plate. Runner goes, and the throw and the pitch run. He's going to be safe as the throw bounces. So Andrew Ogletree will get the stolen base. So runner at second. And 1 ball and no strikes now with a run at second. And that's going to be a strike. Evens up the count at 1-1 here on Jacob Mitchell. So Now we're catching up here a little bit, possibly. And that's going to be fouled. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here. With a runner at second, 1 out. Saints with a 1-0 lead here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. That's Mitchell. And it's going to be low ball, and the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second base here at bottom half of the first inning. Saints with a 1-0 lead on Science and Arts of Oklahoma. Saints 5-6 all time against the Drovers. And so the count will be full now from Mitchell. So Mitchell here with a full count, runner at second. And swing and a miss. Strike 3, 2 down. And that is going to bring up now Jacob Montahano. Montahano now to the plate. Montahano, the left fielder, with his first appearance here with a runner at second base now. 2 outs. And the pitch. Now it's going to find its way into right field towards the corner. Montahano rounding first on his way to second. Ogletree will come in and score, and the Saints will take a 2-0 lead. So the Saints will take a 2-0 lead here, and that is going to bring up Bodie Flores to the plate. So Bodie Flores down to the plate with a runner at second and 2 outs, and the Saints with a 2-0 lead. And that gets away on his way to second, trying to find it and heading back. As Montahano will head back to third base, will head to third base after the pass ball. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Not the start that the Drovers were looking for, but it is the start the Saints were looking for. It's up quickly, 2-0 here. And the 1-0 pitch, up and in, and a ball on the count, 2-0 now. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner at third, pitch, fouled off. And the count goes to 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Up high for a ball, and the count now 3-1. Montahano at third. And Alec Martinez in the on-deck circle for the Saints. And sort of a half. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Up high in the count. Ball 4. And that will bring up Alec Martinez to the plate.
Alec Martinez.
And once again, runners on the corners. And looks to be as a meeting out at the mound. The Drovers to talk things over. As Alec Martinez coming.
This is awesome. That is so great.
As Alec Martinez, as we will get back to action here. First game of 3 this weekend. It's a doubleheader today and a 9-inning affair tomorrow with USAO. It's Martinez, a junior out of Corpus Christi. His first pitch there for a strike just on the outside edge. No balls, 1 strike. As he watches that one. Inside, ball throw over to first. Back in time. Is Flores. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And swings and misses that one on the count. 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runners in the corners. For Martinez. And a runner goes. And that's going to be low and away ball and safe at second. So the count 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Martinez. Runners now at second and third. So ball 3, I'm sorry, there. It's going to be full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be going. And the pitch, swing, and a miss, strike 3. Saints will get 2 runs on 2 hits, leave 2 aboard, and we'll head to the top half of the second inning. Saints with a 2-0 lead. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. And welcome back.
The Drovers left fielder number 11, Luis Vallejo.
So Luis Vallejo comes to the plate, left fielder. First pitch from Logan Garza's ball, 1-0 the count. And that's inside. Brushing him back there. So 2 balls, no strikes to count here. Vallejo. And we'll look at that one. The count goes 2-1 here. Saints with a 2-0 lead here. Top half of the second inning. 2 runs there in the bottom of the first. Garza struggling a little bit with his control here. Was able to get away with it there in the first, but will walk Vallejo there. That'll be the first base runner for the Drovers. Now the pitch there is going to be a strike on the outside quarter. So no balls, 1 strike here. And a throw over to first. Keep Vallejo a little honest over there at first base. So the ball's 1 strike here to Pena. And watches that one for a strike in the count 0-2. The ball's 2 strikes. That's Garza. That's the delivery and the pitch. Bouncer back towards the mound. And Garza again over to first. That one takes him off the bag, and so safe. As that was a tough one to try and get there with a slow roller there, and it's going to be the first hit for USAO. So runners now at first and second. And now coming up to the plate here. So runners at first and second, nobody out. Is Brock Henderson to the plate here. And that puts down the bunt on the left, and that's going to be another hit. And that's going to load the bases for Logan Garza. So back-to-back hits and a walk to start the inning. And so we've got the bases loaded, nobody out, as the Saints find themselves in danger here at the top of the second. Sterling Valera, the DH, coming up now. As Jeremy Flota is now coming to the mound to talk to Logan Garza. With the bases loaded here. It's the and so now the base is loaded. The umpire will head out to tell him to hurry along there. So the base is loaded here, but nobody out now. The first pitch. That will be a ball. 1-0 the count. And 2-0. That's Valletta. The 2-0 pitch. And that's off. And Logan Garza. Will walk about 4 pitches. And that will bring a run across for USAO. And they now trail 2-1. And that brings up Brenham Brister. The pitch there for a ball. As Logan Garza not able to find a strike zone at all here in the second inning. That one again low. So 2-0 the count. The 2-0 pitch. And therefore a strike, and the count 2-1. Got to be a little careful in these situations. When you're having a little trouble with finding the zone, sometimes pitchers will kind of tend to go towards throwing one down the middle. And this is a dangerous lineup to do that with. That's going to go low, and the count goes to 3-1. So hitters count here, 3-1, pitch, low, and we'll walk in another run. And we're tied at 2.
Batter's right fielder, the 9th hitter, number 6, Colton Bench.
So again, nobody out here as Colton Bench, the right fielder, to the plate here against Logan Garza. Pitch. There for a strike. And the count 0-1 as he watches that one. No balls, 1 strike. Off the plate again. We're going to be evened up at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. There for a strike, and the count goes to 1-2. Top of the order due up after this. And watches that for a ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul. The count stays 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. And still nobody out here in the top of the second. And that's fouled away down the right field side, and the count remains even, 2-2. Second game of the doubleheader coming up after this. And then 1 game tomorrow, 9-inning affair starting at noon here at Missions Baseball Academy. Make sure you come on out here and join us. And strike 3. So a big strikeout to get the out as he gets some looking. So Isaac Robb back up to the plate. It's 0 for 1 today. So a third strikeout for Garza. He gets that one swinging, 0-1 the count to Robb. Robb grounded back to Garza his last time up. And strike So no balls, 2 strikes. With 1 out here at the top of the 2nd inning. Called strike 3. So 2 down.
2 outs. 2 outs for the center fielder number 2, Liliano.
So Ian Lodiano back up to the plate, 0 for 1. Struck out his last time up back in the 1st inning. And looks at that one for a strike. So 4 strikeouts here for Logan Garza. And that's low as Rollo. A good job giving his body between the ball and getting away there. So 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Lodiano. The 1-1. Grounder. This is over to second. That'll do it. And so Martinez gets it over to Chapa at second, and we will head to the bottom of the 2nd. We're tied at 2. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. And welcome back. As Ryan Chapa to lead things off here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. It's Chapa, Collazo, and then top of the order, Matt Mahalev due up here. And the first pitch for a ball away, 1-0 the count to Ryan Chapa. That's 1 ball, no strikes. That one just on the edge there for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Ryan Chapa. He checks the swing, but it's going to be a strike anyway. So 1-2 now the count on Chapa. And a strikeout. And 1 away.
Third baseman, excuse me, 1 out for number 7, third baseman Jorge Collazo Jr.
So Jorge Collazo to the plate. The first pitch there, ball, 1-0 the count to Collazo. That's going to be down the line of first base. And foul ball is the count. So 1-1 the count. It looked like he had got the ball before, and so that's what the USAO coach Mike Ross is out to talk to the field umpire about. He went down the line, but it looked like the Saints got a break on that one, that it was a fair ball, but it's going to stay as a foul, and the count goes 1-1, and Collazo stays alive there at the plate. It's Matt Mahalev in the on-deck circle. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch here from Merrill. And again, down the first base line over the LeBoy. And LeBoy will step on the bag and 2 down. So top of the order, Matt Mahalev coming back up. Mahalev walked and scored back in the first inning.
Leadoff hitter, right fielder number 29, Matt Mahalev.
As Matt Mahalev, senior out of Conroe, Texas, Oak Ridge High School, steps up with 2 outs. Nobody on in a 2-2 game, and first pitch there, a ball. So Matt Mahalev now has seen 5 pitches in the game, and all have been out of the zone. And that's going to be called a strike just on the outside edge of the plate. 1-1 the count to Matt Mahalev. So Jose Diaz in the on-deck circle, hoping for a chance here. And that's inside for a ball. And the count 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike from Merrill. And up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. So Matt Mahalev, 2 at-bats, a walk, and now a base hit up the middle off the hands of Merrill. So a runner at first and 2 outs for Jose Diaz.
For Mahalev, there's 2 outs and 1 on for center fielder number 13, Jose Diaz.
So Jose Diaz 1 for 1. Reached first. Was forced out at second back in the first inning. But was able to advance Mahalev to third. So the first pitch there, a ball, 1-0 the count to Diaz. See, again, single to left. Just past the diving Henderson back in the first inning. So 1 ball, no strikes. And that's a little slow roller. Merrill, a nice job to get it. Sends it over and hands it over to LeBoy, and that'll do it. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We'll head to the top of the third. Still tied at 2. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. Top of the third inning, tied at 2. As Christian LeBoy will come up to the plate. LeBoy 0 for 1, grounded Garza back in the first inning. Saints scored 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Drovers answer back with 2 in the top of the second. And the first pitch there, a strike. 1-1 to count to LeBoy. So Logan Garza, 45 total pitches for that one. Now 46 total pitches. Probably not the number that Coach Ogney wanted. And his opening day starter here just through 2 innings. And that's up high in the air. Mahaloff running over and gets under and 1 away. So 1 out here, top of the third. So Luis Poleo, who started all the problems yesterday, or in the last inning with a walk and scored, comes up to the plate, the left fielder. Looks that one for a ball. Want to know the count to Poleo. It's going to find its way to left field. So Poleo, a lot like Matt Mahaloff, will walk his first time and score and now get a single. And he'll be at first with 1 out here. That'll bring up Joey Pena to the plate. Pena Jr. out of Mustang, Oklahoma. It's Pena 1 for 1. Reached on a infield hit his last time up. That's going to be low and in for a ball. And I want to know the count on Pena. Ball, no strikes, runner at first here. The pitch here from Logan Garza. So that one, that's going to find its way to right field. And so runners at first and second. So this part of the lineup has been a nightmare for Logan Garza. As Pena now 2 for 2 with a couple of hits. So Brandon Shumway will come in to run at first place again for Pena. As Brock Henderson to the plate. Henderson 1 for 1. With 1 out here. And the pitch coming from Garza. Finds its way in there for a strike in the count 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. With 1 out. Runners at first and second. Logan Garza trying to get out of trouble here. As again, he had problems with this part of the lineup last inning. But gets ahead here of Henderson. No balls, 2 strikes. Henderson reached on a bunt last inning. That loaded the bases. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And 2 down. And that is going to bring up Sterling Valletta. As Valletta 0 for 1, he walked and drove in a run last inning. As he walked with the bases loaded. So first and second now. Poleo at first, at second, Shumway at first. And time called here by Valletta, the DH. As Brennan Brister in the on-deck circle. That's going to be low and in for a ball. 1-0 the count. Here to Valletta. That's going to be up and away. And the count 2-0 on Valletta. So Valletta, a senior from the Bronx. The throw over to second. Vallejo back in time. Valletta, a senior from the Bronx, New York. Transferred from down the road in Laredo, Texas A&M International. So 2 balls, no strikes to count here. And that's going to be grounded over to short. Bobbled a moment, puts it over. It's a good job there from Martinez over to Chapa, and that will do it. And we will head now to bottom of the third. Still tied at 2. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. And welcome back. Robert Lopez will lead things off for the Saints. This is the first game of a 3-game series here with USAO. Tied at 2 here, bottom half of the third inning. As Rolo Rodriguez heading to a fielder's choice back in the first inning, which sent in a run off the sitting off Mahaloff in the score. That'll be a strike, 0-1 to count to Rolo. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. And check swing. They're going to say went around, and the count goes to 1-2. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. At the top of the third inning. Scheduled for 7. Both games of this doubleheader, it's a non-conference games, will be 7 innings. That gets away from Peña for a moment. And the count goes to 2-2. So Jacob Mitchell in the on-deck circle. And Jacob Montejano also due up. And that's going to be a called strike 3, and Rolo will watch that one. And 1 down now. Here in the bottom of the third. So Jacob Mitchell coming up to the plate. So Jacob Mitchell steps into the box now. It's Mitchell 0 for 1, struck out his last time. And looks at 0-1 the count to Jacob Mitchell. junior out of Harker Heights, Texas. So late here. The 0-1 count. And that one's a low and away ball. The count goes 1-1. Started off the season pretty well last year. Was well on his way to possibly setting the all-time walks record for a career. But kind of slowed down a bit towards the end of the year. But still, I believe he's about 7 walks away from that record. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count. To Mitchell, watches that one away. And the count goes to 3-1. So the pitch. We'll send it foul. So 2-2 the count. 1 out. And that's going to be push foul down the left field line. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out for Jacob Mitchell. As Montejano on deck. Ball away and the count full for Mitchell. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3, and that one looked like it was off the plate. That might have been a little help from the pitcher or the catcher setting up the glove there, but that's going to be 2 down, and Jacob Mitchell will strike out for the second time. So Jacob Montejano, 1 for 1, doubled and drove in a run back in the first inning. That's good contact on the ball for him as he sent that towards the corner to right field his last time at the plate. The strike 0-1 the count as the F-16 flies over. 100. So 1 ball, 1 strike. As we're near Port Kelly, it's now Joint Base Lackland Air Force Base, and they kind of come in with maneuvers, and so we'll get sort of that Shea Stadium kind of feel here with the aircrafts going over. That'll be a strike. It's now Joint Base Lackland. What's Kelly Air Force Base? They were connected next to Lackland, combined the both of them. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. So we will head now to the top of the 4th. Still tied at 2. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. Women's and men's basketball will be in Austin tomorrow. Take on Houston Tillotson University starting 2 o'clock for the women, 4 o'clock for the men. So if you can't make it out here and you're in the Austin area, want to check out some basketball, head over to Houston Tillotson University on the east side of I-35. Check out some basketball there. But if not, you're in town, come out here to Missions Baseball Academy for Game 3 of this series between the Saints and the Drovers of Houston Tillotson. So no balls, one strike. The count here in the top half of the fourth inning, tied at 2. As Brennan Brister, who walked back in the second inning, finds himself down 0-2. And that's going to be a ball there. 1-2 now the count from Logan Garza. So Garza now over 60 pitches in the game. Through three innings. And that one's bottom's gonna drop out a little too much there, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Brister. And that's inside, and the count goes full. So consistency has been a bit of an issue for Logan Garza this afternoon. As now he finds himself, after being up 2-0 in the count, or 0-2 in the count, now finds himself with a full count, 3-2. And ball 4, and Brister will walk for the second time today. So a runner at first now with nobody out, as Colton Bench will come up to the plate. 0-for-1 struck out his last time up. And action in the Saints bullpen right now. There's Joey Baker, and can't see the other number right now. But Joey Baker won of those. So Brister over at first base. And no balls and 1 strike here. The count to Bench. Struck out looking, puts the bunt down. Garza turns around over to first. 1 away. Runner will advance to second with 1 out. So now the Drovers with the go-ahead run in scoring position for the leadoff hitter, Isaac Rabb, who's 0-for-2. Grounded back to the mound and struck out today. And a swing and a miss on that one for Rabb. 0-1 the count with 1 out. That's going to be off the plate. Count 1 ball, 1 strike to Rabb. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second for Garza. With Lodiano, the on-deck circle. Ground over to Chapa at second. Over to first to Mitchell. 2 down. As Brister will move over to third. So Ian Lodiano. Lodiano 0-for-2 today. Struck out and grounded out. So 2 outs, runner at third. First pitch in there, a strike, 0-1 the count to Ian Lodiano. And a strikeout, 0-2. Oh, Paul's 2 strikes. Lodiano from Puerto Rico will foul that one off. The count stays 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third. It's a go-ahead run just 90 feet away for the Drovers. Logan Garza trying to get out of here after the leadoff walk, and that one cuts back in, but not soon enough. So it's going to be a ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes there as that one cut in for Garza. 1-2. That one off the plate away. With the fastball in the count evens at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, Brister at third. Tied at 2 here in the top of the 4th inning. And the pitch here from Garza. Pulls that one foul. Down the first base side. Count stays 2-2. Saints 5-6 all time against the Drovers. Always played tough against USAO. USAO, traditional power in the NAIA. Picked to win the Sooner Athletic Conference again, as they did a year ago. And that's sent down the right side, foul. Just over the dugout, and the count stays 2-2. Number 3 in the country. It's USAO. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. And that's going to be foul. Just off the line there, left field side. Zodiano almost put the Drovers back up on top. That's fouled away. It stays 2-2. Drovers finished the season last year 49-12. Losing to St. Thomas of Florida, ending their season back on May 30th. 10-2 and strike 3, and that'll do it. So Logan Garza picks up another strikeout. That is his 7th of the game. And we will head to the bottom of the 4th. Still tied at 2. Watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. Softball starts their season in Seguin against Lamar College, Port Arthur. That'll be at 10 a.m. and at 2:30 p.m. game today. We'll try and find out any information we can on that. Basketball teams will be back in Maybe Gymnasium on January the 30th as they will host Paul Quinn College in a Red River Athletic Conference matchup. It's going to be a 5:30 start time for the women, 7:30 start time for the men. And visit OLLUSaintsGear.com for a wide variety of Saints products on sale. And make sure you check out all that's happening on Saints Athletics. Just go to the website at www.OLLUSaintsathletics.com. So Bodie Flores leading things off for the Saints here. Bottom half of the 4th inning. Flores walked back of the 1st inning. So Flores, Alec Martinez, and Ryan Chapa due up here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's going to be pulled foul down to the 3rd base side. The count 0-1 to Bodie Flores. there for a strike. 0-2 the count. Now on Flores. Sophomore out of Harlingen, Texas. Harlingen High School. Transferred North Texas Community College out of Mount Pleasant, Texas. That's it, right side, and stepping up underneath it is Bench. And one down.
Went out for the shortstop, number 9, Alec Martinez.
So Alec Martinez up to the plate here. Martinez 0 for 1. Struck out his last time up. And he steps up to the plate here against Merrill. As Merrill, after struggling that first inning, has done pretty well, but they're finding its way into left field. Alec Martinez will get aboard with 1 out here at the bottom of the 4th inning. And that is going to bring up Ryan Chapa. So Ryan Chapa to the plate here. Chapa 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. With a runner at first base and 1 out. Looks at that one. Looked a little low, but it's going to be called strike. 0-1 to count to Chapa. Chapa, junior from Corpus Christi. Going to throw over to first. Martinez back. There's Alec Martinez over at first. Alec Martinez also from Corpus Christi. A lot of Saints players from that Texas Gulf Coast, Victoria and Corpus. So 1 ball, 1 strike. There to Chapa. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Martinez at first base. It's Merrill. Merrill struggled that first inning. Has been pretty much on par since then. He's given up a couple of hits since then. And that's a swing and a miss there for Chapa. The count 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at first, and the pitch. Inside ball, and the count evens at 2-2. Make sure you follow the Saints baseball team on Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram. Use the hashtag OLLU Baseball. And for more information, go to the website www.ollusaintsathletics.com. And low, and the count goes full 3-2 on Chapa. As Jay Collazo in the on-deck circle. And time called for Chapa as he steps out for a moment. And swing and a miss, and Chapa will go down for a second time today. 2 down. So Jay Collazo to the plate.
2 outs, 1 on. The third baseman, number 7, Jay Collazo.
Saints will be back in action next weekend. So have a double 4-game series against Central Methodist out of the Heart of America Athletic Conference. That's going to be sent down the line. Coming over for it. Nice grab from Brister. Not in time and safe. And the infield hit for Collazo as he put it right down the third base line. As Brister reached out, they're able to get it, but not able to turn and make the throw. So runners now at first and second at 2 outs. And that'll bring up the top of the order, Matt Mahalov. And Matt Mahalov.
Leadoff batter, number 29, Matt Mahalov.
So Matt Mahalov. coming up to the plate. He is 1-for-1 today. He's walked, scored a run, and has singled. So a pinch runner as Alec Martinez is going to come out. And Andrew Ogletree will come in to run at second for Martinez. So Ogletree comes over to second. Ogletree scored back in the first inning. So Matt Mahalov coming. So Mahalov has had a nice start to his 2020 campaign. Reached base his first 2 times. And that's going to be up for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. So Matt Mahalov. And that's going to be low for a ball, 2-0 the count. So Mahalov graduated in May from the Saints, and now a grad student, Our Lady of the Lake, which is tough to be a grad student and an athlete. So 2 balls and no strikes. So Mahalov. The 2-0 pitch. Off the plate there for a ball in the count, 3-0 for Matt Mahalov, who will probably take this one. With runners at first and second. As Jose Diaz in the on-deck circle. And a called strike as that one drops, but stays in the zone in the count, 3-1 to Mahalov. Now I got to see what Merrill is going to do. As action going on in the bullpen for USAO. So 3-1. Oh, they're going to call that one a strike on the corner there, and the count's going to be full 3-2 now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes the count here of Mahalov. So the 3-2 pitch coming. Runners go, and down the line, foul. So the count is full with 2 outs. And the runners will be going again with the pitch. From Mahalov. And the throws back, caught off guard, and they're going to call him out as they catch Ogletree napping at second. And that'll do it. Top of the 5th inning coming up. Still tied at 2. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network at KSAT.com. Make sure you visit OLLUSaintsGear.com for a wide variety of Saints products on sales. Profits benefit Our Lady of the Lake University. So Christian LeBoy to lead things off for the Drovers. LeBoy, Vallejo, and Pena due up. Here at the top of the fifth inning. As Logan Garza's first pitch going to be fouled away. 0-1 the count. To LeBoy. As LeBoy grounded out to Garza back in the first and flied out to Mahalev back in the third inning. 0 for 2. That set foul. The Drovers dug out and the count 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Pitch LeBoy sends that one to Chapa. Chapa off the glove, trying to recover. Can he get there? And not going to be able to get there, sliding in safely to first. So that was a tough one up there. If Chapa was a little bit taller, he would have been able to pull that one in. So a runner at first now. Nobody out. And that's going to be sent foul down the left field line there by Luis Vallejo, the left fielder. 0-1 the count. So no balls, 1 strike. That's right over the top. Chapa will make the tag. And the leadoff, or the lead runner, is going to be out there. So 1 away. With a runner at first. So Joey Pena is 2 for 2. Steps up to the plate here. With 1 out here in the 5th inning. That one floating up and away there on Logan Garza. The count 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. So 2 balls, no strikes to count here. The 2-0 pitch. That's up high in the air. Coming over there and underneath it is Diaz. 2 down. It's a can of corn on that one. That's 2 outs, and that'll bring up Brock Henderson to the plate. Henderson 1 for 2. Struck out, and now it's going to be Ogni coming out to the mound. And I believe we're going to have a pitching change. And a pitching change coming, and it's going to be, can't see the number yet. So it's going to be Tyler Vivier, a freshman out of San Antonio. We'll take a break with the pitching change. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. And welcome back. It's Brock Henderson. Coming up to the plate here is Tyler Vivier. To the plate, the freshman, San Antonio. Making his first appearance in the Saints uniform. East Central High School, and that's it back to left. Running underneath it as Montejano kind of misjudged it for a moment, but able to recover enough to pull it in. And that'll do it. Bottom of the fifth coming up. Still tied at 2. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network at KSAT.com. Has Matt Mahalov
Right fielder, number 29, Matt
coming up to the plate. As Matt Mahalov gets a reset, as he was at 3-2 when Andrew Ogletree was caught off base, or was picked off at second. Last inning, Matt Mahalov walked and singled so far today and has scored a run. And the first pitch is going to be a ball, 1-0. It's 1 ball, no strikes at count here.
He takes charge of everything. It's like every little thing.
Down there. So 2 balls, no strikes.
Savannah and Christian were wearing theirs. He was like, well, I could go buy that shirt.
2-0 the count here to Mahalov. So 3-0 Mahalov.
He was like, I'm just kidding. I was like, it didn't seem like you were kidding. You're being serious.
Jose Diaz in the on-deck circle. So 3-0 pitch. There for a strike, and deja vu, kind of looking like the way we had it last inning as he started off 3-0. And watched the next 2 to go 3-2 before getting the reset after Ogletree picked off at second. That's right off the glove of Merrill, racing over to first and gonna be in there. So Matt Mahalov will have reached base now 3 times today, as he hit that one sharply off the glove of Merrill.
1 on for the center fielder, number 13, Jose Diaz.
So Mahalov reaching on the hit there. So 2 hits now for Mahalov. And a runner at first now with nobody out is Jose Diaz to the plate. Diaz 1 for 2. First pitch is a swing. A strike 0-1. Mahalov watched, or being watched closely there. Stole his first time up after the walk. No balls, one strike to count here on Diaz. And gets away as Mihalov will advance over to second. It's one ball. So the wild pitch there from Merrill. So one ball, one strike. Nobody out. Mihalov at second base. As Mihalov back for a second. Now, nice lead there by Mihalov. One ball, one strike. The pitch to Diaz. Diaz will bring that one back foul. It's 1-2 the count. Jose Diaz, senior out of Cuba. As he steps back into the box. It's going to be low. Even up the count at 2-2 to Diaz. Robert Lopez, the on-deck circle. The 2-2 pitch coming from Merrill. Fouled back again as Diaz getting a piece of it. Stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. He singled to left back in the first inning and grounded back to Merrill in the second. 1 for 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's up in the air. That's up. And underneath it, Laureano. And 2 down, or 1 down. So that'll bring up Rollo.
1 out for the catcher, number 22, Rollo, Robert Lopez.
So Robert Lopez coming to the plate and 1 for 2. Out the pitch. There for a ball. Want to know the count. Rollo heading to a fielder's choice. Back in the first. Struck out swinging in the third. It's 1 ball, no strikes to count. Runner at second is Mihalov in scoring position. Watches that one right down the middle. Strike 1-1 to Rollo. The senior here in San Antonio, transfer from Incarnate Word. As they will look Mihalov back at second base. It's Mihalov with them. With a nice lead again off the second. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to count. So 3 balls and 1 strike to count. And the 3-1 pitch coming here from Merrill. As Rollo will send that one off foul, and the count is full. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 1 out. As Jacob Mitchell, the on-deck circle. That one right over to second. As Rob will send it over to first, and that'll send Mahalev over to third. So a runner at third now, as Matt Mahalev is 90 feet away from giving the Saints the lead.
2 outs, 1 on for the first baseman, number 23, Jacob Mitchell.
So Jacob Mitchell has had a rough start to the 2020 season so far. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. In a moment here, a chance to make something happen to get the Saints the lead. As Mitchell steps up here, with 2 outs, the runner at third. First pitch is going to be low ball. As Mitchell has struck out twice today. Both has been on full counts. So he has forced Merrill to work when at the plate. And that one must have curled off at the end there, as they're going to call that a strike, and the count 1-1 here. Jacob Mitchell. And swings and misses at that one, the count 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Time called by Jacob Mitchell, a junior out of Harker Heights, Texas. And a 1-2 pitch. Off the plate ball, and the count evens 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Gets away there, trying to find it. The throw over to first by Pena. As not able to get there. So safe at first on the strikeout on the drop third strike. And so Mahalev will advance and give the Saints a 3-2 lead. As Pena throws it away there. And that will bring up Jacob Montejano now to the plate. Montejano 1 for 2 with an RBI. As he will step up to the plate here with a runner at first. As Jacob Mitchell officially strikes out for the 3rd time. And a swing and a hit miss there by Montejano. No balls, 1 strike. So he doubled and drove in a run back in the 1st inning. Struck out swinging back in the 3rd inning. Therefore a strike. And the count 0-2 on Montejano. Sophomore from San Antonio, Brandeis. From Montejano. The 0-2 pitch. Up high, the count 1-2. As Merrill went high. A little heat there on Montejano. At swing and a miss, strike three. So the Saints will leave one aboard, but they get a run across, take the lead 3-2. Top of the sixth coming up. Saints up. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. And welcome back. And that's going to be set to left. Montano diving just passed. He's going to reach the wall on his way over to second. He's going to stop at second. And a double to left is Montano a little upset with him, but a great attempt there of diving for the ball, but just off the glove there. So a runner at second now, as Brister will come up to the plate with nobody out. And that'll bring up Brendan Brister, who has walked twice and drove in a run today. As Revere looking back over to second, throw over there. Again, game two coming up after this one. About 30 or 45 minutes at the conclusion of this one. And then game three, final game of the three-game series, will be tomorrow at noon, 9-inning affair. And that's off the plate ball. And the Saints will be back in action tomorrow, or next week, with a four-game series, doubleheader on Friday and Saturday against Central Methodist at the Heart of America Athletic Conference. Ball, they get 2 balls and no strikes now. As Brister walked in the second and again in the fourth. Has picked up an RBI today, 3-2. Drovers trying to do as they did back in the second. An answer back. Chapa running around, gets it, and one away. But the that'll advance Valletta over to third. So one out. So Colton Bench coming up to the plate here. As he steps up with the tying run at third and one out. At the top of the order, Isaac Robb in the on-deck circle. The first pitch there for a ball, 1-0 the count. So 1 ball, no strikes here. And that's fouled back. There's 1 ball, 1 strike here. The bench. Struck out looking back in the second. Sacrifice bunt in the fourth. Again, look at the bunt inside there. They're going to say they hit. They're asking the other umpires. to come and talk about it. They're going to say it hit him, but it really didn't change trajectory at all.
I think it's going to be a strike. They're saying it hit him, but I think it's going to be a strike first.
So the field umpire is talking to the home plate umpire. Now looking and we'll wait and see. So talking to Coach Mike Ross. Mike Ross is now talking, and the way it looks is that they're going to change the call here. And so it may be 1-2 the count. Because he went all the way around. Because he didn't. I think it's going to be a strike as a call because it didn't hit the bat, didn't hit the player, and they're going to back over to first, and it's going to be so 1 ball, 2 strikes a count. Here on bench, we tried to put the bunt down. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. And the pitch. That's fouled down the right or the first base line, and the count stays 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at third. Runner at third represents a tied run. So Drover's looking at trying to tie it again as they were able to in the top of the second after falling behind the Saints, and time called there. It's Isaac Robb, the leadoff hitter in the on-deck circle for USAO. There, that's going to find its way right into center field, and we're going to be tied at 3. So 3-all the score here as Robb comes up to the plate. The first pitch, it's going to be a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Now 1-1 the count.
How much time is it between 30 minutes? It's 30. Showing up.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first, tied at 3 here in the top of the 6th inning. And that's going to be foul. Count 1-2 on Robb. Robb grounded to the mound back in the first, struck out in the second, and grounded to Choppa back in the 4th inning, 0 for 3. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And fouled back, and the count stays 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. As Robb steps up As Riviere. The throw, and we'll pick him off. Back the other way. And now we'll get the tag. So 2 down. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count here with 2 outs there. That's the pickoff. And that will clear the bases here. And that's going to be off the plate. Ball on the count, full. Now for Rob. Isaac Robb, the junior from Port Huron, Michigan. Sends that one back, way back as Montejano watches that one reach the wall. And he will reach second standing up. So 2 outs. And Rob gets his first hit of the 2020 season. And it's a double to left center. So Ian Loriano now to the plate, 0 for 3. As Brian Ogney coming out to the plate. Or coming out to the mound. And that will send an end of the day. And that'll bring out Joey Baker, as you're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. And welcome back. And Loriano to the plate here. Struck out swinging in the first into a fielder's choice in the second and struck out again in the 4th inning. 0 for 3. Comes in with the go-ahead run at second base. We're tied at 3. In the 7th, that's fouled off down the right. On the first base side, 0-1 the count. So Joey Baker, that one over to first, that's going to get by into center. Diaz on his way home to throw to the plate, not in time, and the Drovers will take the lead by a score of 4-3 here in the top half of the 6th inning. So Rob will score on the RBI single from Loriano. And that'll bring up Christian LeBoy to the plate now. As USAO takes the lead 4-3. First lead of the day for the number 3 team in the country. high in the air to right field. Mahalam underneath it, and that'll do it. Not before they put 2 on the board, and we'll take the lead 4-3. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Saints trailing 4-3. You're watching Saints baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, and KSAT.com. And welcome back.
Number 21, Bodie Flores.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Bodie Flores to lead things off. As Flores, Alec Martinez, and Ryan Chapa. 2 up here in the bottom of the 6th. Saints trailing for the first time today, 4-3. Bodie Flores walked in the first, fly to right in the 4th inning. Comes up 0 for 2 this afternoon. That's a new pitcher. Edgar Cuevas is the new pitcher for USAO. Senior out of the Bronx. Transfer from Southeastern University of Louisiana. Swing and a miss on that one. And 0-2 the count on Bodie Flores. No balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. He'll strike out on 3 pitches and 1 away. And that will bring up Alec Martinez to the plate. Martinez 1 for 2.
Number 9, Alec Martinez.
So Alec Martinez 1 for 2. Struck out his first time up and singled his last time. Swings and a miss. 4 pitches, 4 strikes so far. Cuevas as it's transfer from Division I NCAA Southeast University out of Louisiana. And 0-2. 5 pitches, all strikes so far. Thrown by him, the senior. And the 0-2. And getting a piece of it there. It's Martinez, 1-2. Let's see if he'll go with the fastball again or try and trick Martinez, because he's been all fastball so far, and another one. Strike 3. 2 down. That'll bring up Ryan Chapa. So Ryan Chapa 0 for 2, struck out twice today. Coming up to the plate. And the pitch. Away for a ball. 1-0. So the first ball thrown. Cuevas so far. And the second one there. 2 balls and no strikes now. So I threw 7. First 7 pitches were strikes thrown. Cuevas, and now the last 2. The balls is 2-0 the count here to Chapa, and Chapa, it's a piece of that one. The count goes to 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike here for Chapa, who's had a little difficulty seeing the ball today. So 0 for 2. A couple of strikeouts, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth. Now the 2-1. Up high to count 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Chapa, with Jay Collazo hoping for an opportunity to the plate, and that's going to find its way and backhanded there by LeBoy, and going to be out at first, and 3 away. 3 up, 3 down we go. Top of the 7th coming up. Saints trail 4-3. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. And welcome back. Top of the 7th inning. USAO with a 4-3 lead over your Saints. As Luis Berleo to the plate. Walked in the second, singled in the third, hit into a fielder's choice in the 5th inning. And the pitch there from Joey Baker's a strike, 0-1 the count. From Joey Baker. Senior out of Cuero, Texas. Since that diving just past the reach of Chapa, and a leadoff hit for Berleo. So Berleo gets his second hit of the game, so runner at first and nobody out. Joey Pena to the plate here. So Pena at first, or Pena up to the plate, and Berleo at first. It's Pena 2 for 3. As he has reached base all 3 times. Couple singles and a walk, and that's fouled back in the count 0-1 on Pena. Actually, no, Pena's 2 for 3 today. Singled in the second, singled in the third, and flied to center in the 5th inning. 1 balls, 1 strike here. Inside, and that's going to drop foul. The count 0-2. So no balls, two strikes. That's fouled back. Count stays 0-2 to Pena. It's Brock Henderson on the on-deck circle for USAO. And the so no balls, two strikes here. That runner goes, a throw off the mark there. And Baleo will pick up the stolen base. So the runner advances a second. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes a count. And nobody out here in the top of the 7th. And the 1-2 pitch. And pushes that one foul. The count stays 1-2. Saints started off the game 2 runs in the bottom of the first. The Drovers answered back with 2 in the top of the second. Saints took the lead again in the bottom of the 5th. But the Drovers put 2 across in the top of the 6th to take the 4-3 lead. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 1 down. So 1 out. Runner at second. That's Brock Henderson. Bunt single in the second. Struck out in the third and line to left in the 5th. That's going to be there for a strike. So count 1 ball, 1 strike. And a grounder just past Martinez. Rounding second on his way home is going to score. That is going to be underneath as Diaz picks it up, and that'll do it. They'll leave a runner aboard, and we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Saints. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. And welcome back. Jay Collazo will lead things off for the Saints. As he grounded to first back in the 2nd. Singled infield hit to third base back in the 4th inning. 1 for 2 today for Jay Collazo. Turned it. So no balls, 1 strike to count. The Collazo. It's the top of the order due up after Collazo. Watches that one off the plate for a ball. Evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. It goes to 2-1. The Collazo. And a strike. Evens up the count. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And inside, it's just out of the way. Just almost got the jersey there. So the count is now full. Collazo. So Ricardo Velez now pitching. Swing and a miss, strike 3. As Ricardo Velez, a senior out of Lejas, Puerto Rico, picks out the first out and 1-0. 1 out as Matt Mahalev coming up to the plate. So Matt Mahalev coming in, or up to the plate here. As he's had a pretty good day as he's reached base every time. And the Saints need it here. Bottom of the 7th inning. So 1 ball, no strikes to count to Mahalev. As the Saints trailing 5-3 here. Need at least 2 runs to keep it going. 3 runs to win it. 2 balls and no strikes now to Mihalov. Mihalov has been very patient today. He walked back in the first and scored a run. Singled in second, and again back in the 5th inning. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Watches that one for a strike, and the count 2-1. So Jose Diaz in the on-deck circle. So 3 balls and 1 strike, the count here to Mihalov. So 3-2 the count. The pitch, Mihalov will send that foul down the first base side. The count stays full, 3-2. To Ricardo Velez. And Matt Mihalov battling here in the bottom of the 7th with 1 out. The Saints trailing 5-3. First game of a doubleheader, both games scheduled for 7 innings. Tomorrow, 1 game, 9-inning affair. The 3-2 pitch, ball 4. So 4 times today, Matt Mihalov will reach base. And so Mihalov at first. And Jose Diaz will come up to the plate.
Jose Diaz.
So Diaz coming up to the plate. Diaz 1 for 3 today. And a base pinch runner coming in for the Saints.
Number 10, Noah Rodriguez.
As Noah Rodriguez will be over at first base. As Mihalov will come out. So Diaz 1 for 3 today. And represents the tying run. As Rollo is in the on-deck circle. Five home runs a year ago by Diaz. Looks like the first one gets away. Rodriguez throws, and that's going to find its way over the top of Robin Henderson there to back it up. And so 1-0 the count to Diaz with a runner now in scoring position. Diaz singled in the first, grounded to the pitcher in the second, and flying to center in the 5th inning. .394 hitter a year ago. .294. That's going to be up high ball to count 2-0. Jose Diaz. 2 balls, no strikes. Noah Rodriguez at second. The bottom half of the 7th inning. 1 away. The Saints have any magic here for opening day. And that's fouled. The count goes 2-1 on Diaz. So Diaz broke a lot of records a season ago. Hits leader, RBI leader, stolen base leader. As he steps back in the box here against Velez. As Colton Williams in the bullpen for USAO, and a swing and a miss on that one. The count 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away with a runner at second. Two. And that's going to line her right to third to Brister. And back to second is Noah Rodriguez, and that's going to be 2 down. And Robert Lopez, Rolo, will step up to the plate as the Saints are down to their last out, and Lopez represents the tied run from the plate. Rolo, 248 hitter last season. This is the first pitch, low and away for a ball. He's been a slow starter previous couple of seasons for the Saints. He's 0 for 3 right now. Let's have an RBI. He's getting to a fielder's choice. Struck out in the third and grounded out in the 5th inning. All those strikes here. That's low in the count, 2-0. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Velez will step off the rubber there. Let's roll it back in. And the 2-0. Up high in the count, 3-0. Is Jacob Mitchell, the on-deck circle. So 3 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. Therefore a strike in the count, 3-1. As Velez gets to play with some pitches here. If he gives up a walk, that'll create a force opportunity. That's up. And for a chance, running over and able to bring it in. And that'll do it. As the Saints will drop game 1, 5-3. As USAO will finish with 5 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. Saints will finish with 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. And the winning pitcher, Matt Merrill. So Matt Merrill will come away with the win. He'll go to 1-0 on the year. And Tyler Vivier will get the loss for the Saints, 0-1. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with Game 2 here in a bit. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com.